Welcome back and good afternoon. Yes, afternoon. It is about 3:30 Central Time and I left my house at 5:30 Mountain Time. We always hold our breath right here because this is where we had to pull off when her engine blew 16 months ago. So I am out to practice social distancing, hopefully with some turkeys in Missouri. I'm heading to Bart's house tonight. I'll be there tonight. I'll be there early enough to get to the piece of public I'd like to start on and see if I hear anything gobble tonight. And then the scheme of maneuver is going to kind of be dependent on the weather and whether or not I get a turkey in Missouri. Then I'm heading to Kansas. I have a tag in Kansas, so I'm going to hunt that. I will be practicing extreme social distancing in Kansas because I'm gonna kind of hunt the western third, and as you know, there's not a whole lot out there, so I'll be camping in Kansas and hunting in Kansas pretty remotely. So right now what I'm trying to do is see if I can't export videos and use my phone as a hotspot to upload videos to YouTube so that I can try to get caught up. It takes me forever to get editing done, and my computer or the program hasn't been working quite right, so it's taking me longer. So I really need to start getting these videos out, and so hopefully that will work. The problem is there's a lot of points of failure in that. I've got a phone, I need phone reception, I need the computer to work, and I need the program to work. So way too many pieces of tech to fail. So we got baby Snowflake all packed up. She's doing terrible on the fuel economy because Kansas once again is windy. Not as windy as before, but seems like when I go through Kansas, it's always a headwind. You'd think if I'm going this way with the headwind, at some point when I come this way, it'll be a tailwind. But Kansas, enough with the wind. Again, thank you. So we're gonna get back on the road here, head down to Bart's. Tomorrow is opening day in Missouri, so hopefully we can hear some birds and start getting on them. Well, it's kind of like deja vu. I guess it should be. I was only here 6 weeks ago. All right, so I am out and I am going to try to roost birds in this area. Bart is going out, see if he can hear a gobble in another area. I think he's going to hunt on his place tomorrow. In fact, I know he's going to hunt on his place tomorrow. And my intention is to come here. So from down here, I should be able to hear a lot of area. So we're going to be quiet. There's some fields down here. There's a ridge right here. I actually killed mine right over here, about 50, 75 yards over there. There's a ridge line, fields, and a creek. Some more fields and a river over there. And then there's just a whole bunch of fields and mixed woods, and the river kind of surrounds everything. So when I first got down here, I see a turkey in the gap, and it's in the exact same spot as it was last year, same scenario. I could not get the camera in focus on time on that front one, but then another one came in from the left. That's two I see. And that one was significantly smaller. So unless they were really different as far as their distance from me, I think that front one was a tom. And then right after that back one, the back one was running. There's another. Oh wait, that's a coyote. Don't get my birds. Watch out, birds. Here comes a coyote right behind it, so no wonder it was running. And I saw a few deer. 3 does, I believe. I couldn't tell if they had nubs on or not. And some ducks. So I've seen some wildlife today. So that's definitely a starting point. That is exactly the scenario that played out last year down there. Except last year what I did was I came in the morning and I was trying to run the wood edge down and get tight to the weeds, thinking they might pitch right over me and land right out in the field. But I busted hens off trying to get close to the gobbler. Then the next day I came over and I stayed in the woods and went down behind them, and they went away from me. The gobbler went away from me, and I ended up coming closer to him, and he was just gobbling on his own. I got closer and called him, and he came right in. Sure would love for that to happen tomorrow. Good morning. It's opening day here in Missouri, Monday, April 20th. I stopped by the place that has my third most favorite coffee machine, and they don't open till 5, so I had to move on. So back to the canned coffee. Life is rough. I was talking to some folks last night that were out when I was walking back down the ridge, and they saw some gobblers down in the field below this ridge in the morning yesterday. So what I'm going to do is there's an old road bed that goes down to that field that bisects the ridge. So I'm going to go try to make it to that old road, which is probably 200 or 300 yards from where I think they're roosted, and just play that ridge side. See if maybe they'll come through the ridge, hit that, and maybe want to go down. But the woods are pretty open. At least once I hear them in the morning, I can adjust from there. But there's some hens with them, so I don't know how far in the woods I can go before I start busting hens out of trees. And that kind of ruined me for the morning right off the bat. So Bart's getting up early too. He's going over to his place, see what's going on over there. It's opening morning, spring 2020 Missouri turkey season. And the turkeys are already gobbling. I don't know if you can hear them. Whole bunch of them. There's got to be 5 birds gobbling. One this way, one way over there. Sounds like 2 over here. This is where the guys I talked to last night said he's going to be hunting. He owl hooted down here, and my bird finally lit up. And my bird's much further down the ridge. So far, the turkeys are winning this morning. So my bird went quiet about the same time all the other ones did, and then the other ones kicked off, but mine didn't. So I was getting really antsy. I ended up going down the hill here, but there's been about 5 shots I've heard, and the trucks are moving around. Probably the guys that shot are getting in their trucks and leaving. So what I'm going to do is go down the ridge, go down toward the bird I heard a long ways away, because he was still gobbling for a while, and I don't think I heard any shots in that direction. So I'm gonna head in that direction. The only problem is the sun's right in my face. I just heard a gobble right over here. It seemed like it was close, but not loud. I'm not convinced it was a real gobbler. Oh yeah, we're in business. A minute or two later, I've got leaves rustling off to my left. I never see anything, and then about 10 minutes later, I've got a hen come in real tight. So I start messing with her, thinking, if that gobbler's still around, maybe between her and I, we can bring him into view. Nothing doing, so it's time for lunch.
They didn't go either, did they? I didn't see them.
Oh, Brittany's took it, huh?
See, they're in their canoe somewhere.
Who did?
I see they're using the canoe going somewhere in public.
Yeah.
That's what I seen.
Yeah. They're up there, believe so much she's doing a movie thing.
Then we head out on the water. Bart's first crappie of the season.
Hey, it's a first crappie in Waller Creek this year. He's big.
I don't think we, yeah.
That'll make him look big enough.
Get him way back. I don't think we need the measure on that guy.